Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Vina Putri. In the middle of the pandemic of coronavirus, almost all aspects of our lives become unbalanced, such as in economic and business aspects. Not only that, but in education aspect too. To make the learning process still carried out during this pandemic, the government that's especially filled in education aspect, took a policy, and the policy is about study from home by internet-based learning, or we are familiar with the name is online class learning. For the reason they made this policy is to avoid the gathering of many people and also to prevent the transmission of this virus. That's normal, isn't it? New policy automatically is new habituation for us. I know it's a little bit difficult for us who are doing that policy. So, is the policy taken is right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, if we only do the internet learning based or online class learning, I think our technologies is super enough for us doing that. But yeah, maybe it's just about the spread of the technology that are widely in certain place in Indonesia, and I think it's common problem. At this time, when the people want to be safe in this condition, I think this policy is good. Even there are many polemic or contra outside that I have heard from news that on the television and also read from several articles on internet. When many people speak up about this policy, there are pro and contra. And most of all, the pro and contra is from the elements of the education aspect. I mean, students, parents, and also from the teacher too. And there are contra that I have interested to explain in this speech is about, first, the unpreparedness of the teacher in implementing this system. Of course, this system is about electronic learning, right? E-learning or online class learning. It's very sad that the problem of the teacher it's about cannot operate the tools of the online learning, because what, of course, in the future the teacher or the aspects of the education will face with the name of 21st century learning, which have the sophisticated technology that will used in the learning process. And then for the second is about spend a lot of money to buy internet data that we use for doing the online class. I know in this condition the crisis of economy also happens in it. Maybe this thing made the students' parents burdens, and also the students speak up about there are many tasks or assignment that's not as usual that we face to face in classroom, and also the unspecified learning time. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, there are many difficulties in every policy that's implemented. I know it's hard for us with doing that. Doing new policy, it must be doing new habituation too. And then I know some of contra is true. As a student's college, I feel it too. And as what I said at the previous, there are many difficulties in every policy that's implemented, and also pro and contra always happens there. But I think, however, the government made this policy not without consideration, but it's all about the consideration. It's all through the consideration. And I think this is the best way to solve this problem, in this condition, in this pandemic. Well, ladies and gentlemen, being a critical person is good. Being a people who speak up about their argument, their opinion is good. But please don't just look at the negative side. When you just look at that, it will never end. I think the government, especially the government which is failed in this education subject, just want the community, the aspect of the elements of the community, especially for education aspect, want to be safe. And please, let's think positively. Do your job with maximum effort in this condition. Do your job with maximum effort. Do your job as a student, do your job as a teacher, do your job as a student's parents with maximum effort. I know it's hard. Every people needs sympathy. Show your sympathy too. Please don't always just strengthen your argument. Don't make the situation will be crowded, because it's hard to be live in this condition. And please change your mindset too. Make your mindset positive, because your mindset is your key in your life. Those are from me. Thank you.